Every morning, you wake and immediately reach for the glowing screen, plunging blindly into a stream of digital noise. Flicking through short videos and mobile games feels like a choice. Because your thumb is doing the work, it creates the impression that you are still in charge. However, this constant switching between content triggers a cognitive bleed. For Rahul, this meant his ability to focus on a single page of text began to erode, leaving him mentally exhausted before his workday even started. This lack of focus soon bled into his physical life. Late-night scrolling pushed his sleep back by hours, leading to chronic fatigue that made him stop seeing friends and skip family meals. These small, entertaining habits were not just hobbies. They were the specific mechanics through which he was trading his health and time for dopamine. Rahul's grandfather asked him a question that cut through the haze. Are you using the mobile device, or is the device using you? To find the answer, Rahul looked past his own assumptions. He opened his phone settings to run a data-driven audit of his actual usage. This chart shows the disproportionate reality he discovered. 5 hours of his waking life were being siphoned away daily. When you project that daily loss over a single year, the graph climbs sharply, representing weeks and months of life spent in a digital loop. The data confirmed a simple reality. The device was no longer a tool he used, but a schedule he was forced to follow. Reclaiming his time didn't require him to destroy the technology. He simply had to build rigid environmental boundaries that the technology could not cross. This diagram represents his new protocol. The first step was a total technological blackout for the first hour of the morning. Next, he added a second boundary. 30 minutes before sleep, the device had to be removed from the room entirely. To restore his relationships, he established a third red zone on the clock, banning screens during family meals. Finally, he added this green block, a mandatory hour dedicated to reading a physical book, retraining his brain to sustain attention. The first week was a struggle. His brain, accustomed to the constant rush of new videos, fought against the quiet of these new boundaries. But staying consistent during this friction is the only way to physically rewire the brain's reward pathways and break the cycle of dependency. As the friction faded, his concentration returned. He could finally sit with a book and actually process the information without feeling the urge to check his pocket. His physical health followed. Better sleep led to more energy during the day, and he found himself laughing and talking with his family during those tech-free dinners. With 5 hours of his day back, he began finishing the coursework he had been ignoring and finally started the personal projects he had been putting off for months. Rahul realized that these boundaries weren't limiting his life. They were the structures that allowed him to actually live it. Technology is a neutral tool. It is neither a savior nor an enemy. The difference lies between drifting through a feed and using the device with a specific, intentional purpose. By mastering your screen, you ensure technology serves to improve your life, rather than being the force that controls it.